100%.
What was the combine experience like for you?
It was really cool. I mean, there's a lot. There's more than anyone really tells you. Everyone says there's a lot, but just the detail and everything that goes into what they do, and trying to make a smart pick for those teams. And so it was a lot, but it was extremely fun. And every corner and every turn, it was really cool to see. Like, man, this is something I prayed for. This is something I worked for. So it was a really cool experience.
You were kind of the talk of the tight ends there for a little bit. Did you get wind of that, or like what was kind of the feedback there?
See a game. I suppose afterwards, I got talk of that. I felt that I had more in the tank of what I could have done, and then I got back to my phone and got into conversations with my agent and everything, and I didn't know that there was that much talk around me. So it was a really cool thing, and I enjoyed it. And I was really thankful for it.
What's it been like since then? It sounds like you're getting a lot more interest since then. Like, what do you think that did for you?
Yeah, well, I think it got my name out there as someone who can do everything on the field that you need him to do. Someone who's dependable on all 3 downs, and that's exactly what I am. And so it was really cool to be able to get the name out there like that. But more than anything, it's just putting my head down and doing what I've been doing and working my tail off continually, and the stuff's going to take care of itself.
When you've had conversations with teams and they put you on the board, did you feel like it was a test that you were absolutely prepared for, kind of like in class?
Yeah.
And did you enjoy that?
Yeah, 100%. I enjoy it. And I feel super prepared for all of that stuff. I pride myself on being smart and intelligent, and so, I mean, stuff like that. I've gone the extra mile in my own time to learn things that I didn't come in here learning or having any glimpse of understanding. So, coming in and truly learning those things, and now it gets to come to fruition where I get to showcase that knowledge of the game, that football IQ, and things like that. It definitely bodes well in my favor.
I mean, Tip, you were a guy who mentioned betting on yourself and trusting your belief.
Yeah.
How fulfilling has this been to see all of that come through the way that it has during this draft process?
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. It's one of those things where from day one my story's been kind of underdog, bet on yourself, and those that are close around me believe and help me and uplift me into this process, and it's exactly what it's been, just confirmation of that over and over. So it's been cool.
What's the next month and a half like for you? Are you nervous? Or what day to day, what's it like?
I'm going to train my buns off, and I don't have to train any more combine-specific things, so I'm excited for that. Get back to what I love, which is football, and get to train that and just watch a bunch of film and take care of my body. And then, with these visits and meetings and everything coming up, I'll just stay sharp for all of that, reviewing things that I've done in the past, and then football IQ stuff that I can look forward to in the future.
Are you back home now, or are you at?
No, I'll stay here. I'll
Stay
stay here and train. Yep.
Those of us who haven't been to talk at the combine at a position, like, what is it like? Like, is your phone going nuts? I mean,
Yeah.
what is it like to have that kind of response to your on-field testing?
Yeah, well, I mean, my wife and I were like, I think I might need 2 phones, I see all these guys like with 2 phones, and like, oh, they're big time, man. And it definitely blew it up. But another thing is how thankful I am that there's people who care about me and care about my success, that I can, it's just another blessing, like the people around me that love me and want to, encourage me in that. That's awesome. So, I don't know, being what you were saying, being the talk is, it's just a huge blessing. There's not a whole lot else to say, to be honest with you.
Isaiah spent a lot of time with you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It sounds like he's on your kind of meal plan. What's it been like the last couple months with him?
Oh, it's been awesome. So we were in the apartment complex down in Florida training, and he was in the same one. He was just down the road a little bit. And Maddie would cook for both of us all the time, and he'd come up, we'd play Yahtzee together, and always made me mad. He would win somehow. Wouldn't even get a Yahtzee, but he would win. It was just weird. Anyway, so we do that and just talk for a long time, and so it was awesome. It felt like if he didn't come over at least 3 times a week, there was something wrong, So we were like, we got to get him over again. but we grew as friends big time because all day training, you know, you come over, spend time with me and my wife and our dog and our cat and everything like that is really cool. It's a good time for us. And again, like talking about how the Lord provides is the Lord providing a lifelong friend in Him. And, you know, that was something that I didn't always see because we just never had connected on that way. And, you know, to be able to do that was pretty special.
What's your mindset like for draft weekend when you think about that? Like, what do you think of?
I just think of like tears of joy or something, you know what I mean? But also, it's not a finish line; it's a start line, and you know, I think it's viewed as a finish line a lot of times, but that's where the blocks are, and the gun and the track blocks are up there, and so it's getting to those starting points and being able to get out of there, you know, and get into a good career.
What's your perspective, Tip, on having Maddie as just kind of a support system throughout this whole process for you?
She's a superpower. Some people joke and talk about her like she's Weapon X, you know what I mean? But it's truly what she is. She's a superpower. She takes care of me and makes sure like the right things are going in me, and she knows my body as well as I know my body now, because we've been doing this for years together. As far as nutrition goes, and you know, she sees how she sees me and how I move. She can see, okay, you need extra body work in this way, that way. So, like I said, superpower, and then it's like, you know, almost like having a personal assistant that you actually love, and so it's awesome. It's awesome. She's the best.